Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, first of all species, I'm Dayzee Hyena, and welcome back to Danganronpa-Trigger Happy Havoc. Now, Chihiro, our girl, our special darling, that we love so much, she's gone. So we're here to investigate the murder of our precious darling. We're gonna find who did this. And we're going to grab them by the balls and pull them down into hell with us! Okay. First things first. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? Bloodlust. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? Yeah. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all over the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Ultimate murderous fiend. Wait, if they're an ultimate, they could be in this school. Oh my god. One of us is lying about what our ultimate is, and they're actually the ultimate murderous fiend. Oh my god, no.
What is this?
Then, this is some copycat killer trying to imitate the Genocide Jack's style? What if it is Genocide Jack? You big titty beautiful bitch, what if it is? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real... Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is in the school?
No.
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at the stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko! Hina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive and now she was just standing there. What? Why? What? Oh man, she's holding on to... Oop. Finally! Now we're not the only one who's passed out in this game. Gadunk. She fainted! That did not sound good! Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right! I remember what she said, how she faints anytime she sees blood. So I imagine she's homophobic. I imagine she does not want to watch too many horror films, then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think that would be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, I guess it doesn't count. Gotcha. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up! As if she'd heard her. Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. With such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Okay, what is that look? Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motion was totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just shocked, you know? It happened, right? Was I the only one? Choco, are you okay? I'm fine. Fine. Yeah. What? How is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Okay. Everything.
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top ending and bottom. A sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. Oh, the stutter's gone. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? Yeah.
I see.
It's clear to me, and everything is not fine. Your eye seems strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her back, but could someone help me? Yeah, I wouldn't want to be alone with her either. If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me. Very well, you can take care of the girl and the rest of us could begin the investigation right away. I can assume that no one has a problem leaving Sakura and Mando on guard duty again. Hold on a second, rushing into an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Right as rain! But don't take it as a bad thing! It's just a fact of life! Because that's how graduation works! Then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? Another one of us. Another one of us killed. A fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. What? Hold up, we're praying to Monokuma's balls? What the fuck? Actually, I don't have any either, sorry! Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it right. I sure did, chum!
it's the Monokuma file!
Allow me to present you with the next Monokuma file! I know how much you must be looking forward to it!
See ya later!
So please do your very tippity-toppity best on this investigation!
No way!
Do we really have to go through another investigation? Examining the corpse of, like, one of our friends. Having to suspect all of our other friends.
Why?
I hate this like I can't take it anymore. I hate it too! I've had enough, I'm getting out of here!
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such
Just accept it. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That is true, but to jump into it so soon. What, do you want to die? Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is an object? Chihiro wasn't an object! Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you! Yes.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko!
Because
If we do not solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right, that genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro.
that's right.
Then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims! If we mess this up, we're all dead meat! done. If that's your worry, you don't have to worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that. I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely school life would all be over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person? Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out at least a little potential of a serial killer angle. No, just 1 would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't stay. I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens. You need to shut the fuck up! Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
There is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will all quickly follow into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death was estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the back of the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. And that's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point to complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Well, at least our girl didn't suffer. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during the investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, You seem to have some limited use, which is why I have chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation.
Oh, I just can't wait to beat your ass. That's right, bitch. I'm coming.
So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Alright. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very
The more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be genocide. Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wondered about that. Well, I think I found the blunt object. There's a dumbbell on the floor and a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean that this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Okay, so she was hit in the head with the dumbbell. Alright. She was killed here, it looks like. There's a huge thing of blood. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with the blood during the murder. It's on the poster too, aw! The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. So, she was standing here, was hit over the head, and then they took her there. But where's the... Oh no, I'm probably just imagining that. Okay. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. You need to suck my dick. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why? Why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed elsewhere and then carried here. She was very light, that's true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately on how she wanted to get stronger, that's true. So you're saying she came here to exercise, but according to the Monokuma file, she was barely killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hino or myself are usually in the locker room during the day. She was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came and exercised in the middle of the night.
However...
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she would also come with someone else. It is a possibility, I think. Sakura's account. So, whoever she came with is the one who killed her. But that seems like too easy. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need is to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember when she said that more than once. Sure did. I guess that explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. Says the dude who could get knocked out like that if I could snap with pause. Okay, I'll put it as a sound effect. Like that. I don't know, man. I really haven't thought about that stuff. Because of the cause of Chihiro's complex. I couldn't help but wonder what that might be. Wando's account of the truth section of your handbook. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but...
Let's go.
If you're satisfied, hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to our investigation? Figure it out yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Okay. There are a bunch of cool related items, which have nothing to do with the case. Found a token. Oh well. Flotation donut, I think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. Well, something is. I'm not giving up until... Okay, I guess we're just gonna... That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. You know what? You can kiss my fat, furry ass. Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that was true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. If I remember this right, the card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated? Yeah, it's like Byakuya... It's like Byakuya owns him. Oh god.
That's
It
right.
seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. So you can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed on your individual handbook. Oh, where was Chihiro's handbook? I didn't see it. She would have to have it to get into the locker room. And it is impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else's their handbook, correct? Correctly correct! So then, that means only girls can go into the locker room and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see it right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such
Good
a-
lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your but it says nothing about stealing. Loaning your handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's property is perfectly fine. I expect nothing less from the prodigal son of a noble Togami family! So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations! Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Haha! You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am! Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that it's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so,
Why
So sleepy! Just listening to you makes me want to pass out! Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together!
Unbelievable.
Or I'll charge you with criminal negligence! No more questions! Figure out the rest on your own damn self!
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental facilities, so I fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. Main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. The card reader has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? You limp dick asshole. The hulk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Okay. Surveillance camera. And there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. So chilling. Alright. Is that a microwave? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance, myself, the other day. It seems there is a system in place where the handbooks of the dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. Immediately turn on one of the handbooks, and when it did, Sayaka Mizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. They borrowed, Chihiro or whoever borrowed one of the dead people's handbooks. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited, but only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. The main hall e-handbooks have an added truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Who is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then that one who won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the e-handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey! 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 Hey!
Ding me now.
Hey! What? The e-handbook is essential to student life here! Critical, integral, instrumental, a super big deal! There's no way it could break that easily! But it did.
That's impossible.
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break! It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it won't do crap! Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret! Wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks!
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing that what its weakness was, right? Hard to say! You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken!
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let us begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact. To be exact. Not quite. Huh? Not quite. Okay. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? Not to be exact. Oh, wait, to be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. But then you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is one that killed Chihiro.
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely, I have no question, no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend. Oh wait, that murderous fiend. It's Genocide Jack, right?
myself. What?
There's no one else who it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal methods. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what a nickname did the internet decide to give this mysterious killer? Genocide Jack. They said he's killed thousands of people, but that's only an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show it to you. What is it? Come on.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Oh, there it is. I have a basis to believe that, I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you to. This will prove all the evidence that you'll need.
It's all
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Is something like that really? Hey, you two! Oh, there's big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time.
We're busy, leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! Okay, where are we going? This is a serious emergency! Please, please, you gotta help me! Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's emergency! An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no. And that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina!
Let's go.
It looked like she headed to the dorms. Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Okay. Toko behind her. There he is. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? Come on, let's go. You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So, what's the emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she can lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. May as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap! The aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Oh god, she's Genocide Jack, isn't she? She has like her little Genocide Jack in her shoulder going, ah, kill people. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang it a little while ago, I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her alone in there, so I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. It couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Byakuya! Byakuya! Hey Byakuya, you think you can ask her? To come out of her room, I mean. Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? I guess you can't be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. For a few moments.
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're so annoying. Back, Leah!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. With that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's go back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Yeah, what's this promise? And I'm 100% sure she did it now. Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. Oh my god. What if he did say that thing in the other episode where she was like, ooh, dominatrix? Like, okay, so apparently they've been talking a lot. Oh god. What if they were butt buddies? Ugh. That's a weird pairing. But I said I don't know, and that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Yep. The library? Come on, let's go in. Wait a second. Oh hey, that one cord isn't here anymore. Cause he was sitting... Wait, is that what was holding her up? Did somebody take the cord from in here? Okay. There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. Bitch! I'm trying to click on you! It's the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack, really? Oh wait, is the evidence that proves that it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. It's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, I thought that was the exit door!
Let's go.
Oh, here? It'll all make sense once you're inside. Oh, wow. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay. Ah, it's a dust lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked up one out at random. You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Bitch, not like we have much to live for right now. There's so many files stuff on the shelf. What's all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for the commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with the real power. The secret council controlling everything else. If you're ready to disappear for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Okay, what is this proof? If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Okay. Oh. Up in the corner? Up in the corner? There it is. Oh, it's a camera. There's something to pick out behind him. There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelves. I really think, if you're really thinking of looking through them, let me give you a little warning. Those files are filled with graphic and disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They are not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. It's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. Wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It was provided very useful while I was in the library. The instruction cord, huh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. But isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problems. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's so much. How can anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use, I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like this are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual. Abnormal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. But if you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on common sense, right? But what makes you think that your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so is there no doubt? Hold on a second, you're saying you read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at their home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to a variety of government-related documents. Yeah, I'm not surprised, you know. Illuminati. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How's that possible?
So in
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I proclaim without a doubt that these reading materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me most were the cold case, police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. Among all those reports, one of my most recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack case. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin with, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust written in blood and the body's victims are suspended. It's exactly the same thing that happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only one who knew about that particular flex was a member of the police and the higher-ups. Because in murders like this, they leave out like a major detail to the public, so if they ever find a guy and say, what do you know about these murders? And they're like, I don't know who suspended them up, they could go, aha! We didn't tell anyone in the public that the bodies were suspended. You did it! I watch a lot of murder mystery videos and stuff. Surprise, surprise, why I like this game. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspects of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, their body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
The
words,
culprit isn't the copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That's right, there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. And Genocide Jack really is such a brutal fiendish killer, really walking among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined the killer was such our reputation to ever become part of our little game. But, alright, now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I think the fuck not. Where's the file? I want to read it myself. Here, hold on. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the final and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where the photos from the scene of the crime had all been collected. Oh my Jesus, look. Okay, let's see. It even has the same handwriting, but the problem is there's no scissor. Kenhara 32, Tensuhiro Honda 17, Sho Jigaku 23, Kano Itse 14, Takashi Yoshihida 30. Wait, are these all guys? Tomatsuna Taro Takafumi Gono Uchida Na Ohisha Takashi Masumune Yoto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All these countless victims were killed and suspended exactly in the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. Next page. Profiling results of all the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Oh, shit! The evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there were any external reasons for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from lamps identity disorder.
So in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Dude, it is Toko! Toko! Alright? It ain't nobody but that bitch! Alright? It is that bitch! I do not care what anybody else says, it is Toko! Split personality, like the type of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of a totally unbelievable... I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, it feels like that my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncover some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one who killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. But to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. I have to go back to the scene of the crime, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. The others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. Alright, Fumi. Ding! Hifumi have discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another that increased for me. Evidence, what did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. I guarantee what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yes, Miss Lindenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like what a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? No, she does not like you. Okay, let's just get that clear. Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Alright. You irk me. Kyoko's still there. Ah, there. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides this investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then.
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbooks. Alright. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are found with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a crucifix position. It looks like she crossed the wrong person. Knew it! It was the extension cords. Wait, so then it isn't rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that it's not the only thing that concerns me. The fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means something struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended, and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack files, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Well, in the files, they were all killed by scissors, and they were held up with scissors through their hands. So, this is like maybe someone else read the files and then tried to mimic it as close as possible. Well, one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Chihiro's present hair was... Okay.
No, for forgiveness.
To target such a helpless being is unforgivable! What a wretched beast to do such a thing! Bro, her face is like, prepare your anus, I'm going in dry. Like, I cannot forgive this! Bloodstain. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like a kind of place where you'd find something like this. Oh my god! Is that the same? Ah! 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 Okay. So, Chihiro was killed in the boys' locker room, and that's why the splat from the big titty poster went up onto the poster, and then they picked her up, dropped her there, went to the library, got the cords, came back, tied her up, and moved the dumbbell from there to there. So she was killed in the boys' locker room. But the only... Wait, then that means that Chihiro is genetically a guy, or at least registered as a guy on her thing, on her e-handbook, which also means that whoever killed her, I mean, if they killed her, if it is who I think it is, then they would have had to use Leon's pad, but Leon's pad isn't working. Okay. Give me a while. I think I have an idea what's going on. Let's see if the titty poster is still in there. That's probably what Hifumi found because he's so obsessed with titties, as am I. Oh, see? Look, the poster's different. Tornado. Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. The boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a popular of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? They were 69'd. But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Two locker room posters have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, is there anything else in here? Oh! Look! There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the This kind of reminds me of a case from Sherlock Holmes. I can't remember the exact name, but they could tell that the carpet had been moved by the stain underneath. I don't know, my brain doesn't make sense. You spent a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hyena and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker room could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I've never really paid attention to the posters. I have, though. Titties were in the boys' locker room. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every day when I finish exercising. You have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some of it on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain! That was the thing! 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 A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain had disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. The disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, whenever we looked in the other room and there was that brown... So Chihiro was killed in the boys' locker room. And then both the magazine and the rug were switched. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
You're holding a duffel bag.
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rules, none of this would ever happen. You get what you deserve, I suppose. You need to shut your whore mouth. Your dirty whore mouth right now. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have somehow gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. How's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course! Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts! You know what? I'm with you, girl. Alright, I gotta have my donuts. They're all good. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe it was one of her big regrets. I should have tried to spend, more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a bit strange. She didn't really hang out with any of the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true, and it wasn't just us either. It's like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. So, I'm still 100% that Chihiro is trans. That's why she was always there by herself. That's why they keep putting emphasis on her sex. I'm gonna find a donut myself. I'm hungry. I want to take another look at the genocide jack case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out from the archive? The only one who would do something like that. Can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Alright, so... Oh, that's right, Byakuya was... I forgot to start talking. That's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if library's desk lamp had been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Ding dong bing bong. Ooh, this is it!
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The beginning of the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door. It's right through here. Well, that seems like a good place to leave it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Well, so from what I have, Chihiro is a trans woman who didn't want to exercise with anyone because she would be found out as trans, so she would exercise at night because she couldn't get into the female locker room because her thing said male, and while in there somebody killed her, and since the blood got everywhere, they switched the rug, and they switched the poster. But I still think I know who it is. Anyway, we'll have to see what happens next. If you like what you see, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can see all my content in the future. Also, if you want to say hi or leave a suggestion for gameplays in the future, leave them down in the comment section below. I'm Dayzee Hyena, and I'll catch y'all in the next vid.